Hello everyone, this is Showtime 112. Once again, we are in the Second Gulf War in 2003, the conflict officially known in the USA as Operation Iraqi Freedom. This time I want to talk about Forward Air Controllers Airborne. This is a highly demanding, specialized task which was extremely important for the US-led coalition over Iraq. The main reason being that the list of fixed targets was exhausted relatively quickly, so most aircraft took off and headed for Iraqi airspace without knowing exactly what their targets would be. They would rely on forward air controllers, often airborne, to find and confirm targets for them. Due to a relatively small number of aircrews trained for this task, they were extremely busy throughout the entire conflict. Their responsibilities included target identification and collateral damage avoidance. In the US Marine Corps, this task was performed by two-seater A-18s. They would operate in squadrons with all-weather designation. Two-seater variants of airplanes primarily designed as single-seaters, such as A-18, are mostly used for training purposes. But some services have other ideas, and the US Marines formed entire squadrons equipped with such airplanes, with a dedicated weapon system officer in the back seat. Today we will join an aircrew from the VMFA AW533. They were Major Zach Rowell and Captain Oedi Glover. On 13 April 2003, they headed alone towards Tikrit. In this reenactment, we are flying a single-seat C variant because we don't have the two-seaters in DCS world. This day was very busy for Major Rowell and Captain Glover, similar to their previous experience in this conflict. They handled airspace over several airfields in the Tikrit region. They controlled assets such as US Air Force's F-16s and A-10s, US Marine Corps Harriers, and RAAF Tornadoes. They would refuel several times and then come back to their station. Forward air controllers wouldn't just direct other aircraft. Sometimes they would perform attacks themselves. At one point, they were instructed to check the Sahra airfield because of some reports from Special Operation Forces about some barrels being buried there. The F-18 was able to detect several training aircraft apparently in serviceable condition. At this late stage of the war, it was expected that some of the Iraqi leadership might try to escape to Iran, for which such aircraft could be used. Therefore, the clearance was given to Major Rowell and Captain Glover to destroy the trainers. The airfield was defended by two batteries of SA-2 SAMs, but at this stage, Iraqi SAMs would rarely launch their missiles for the fear of being attacked. FA-18 attacked the trainer aircraft with a GBU-16 and then with a laser Maverick. This was followed by a strafing run on an L-39. Strafing was relatively rare in Operation Iraqi Freedom, but under circumstances, if situation was estimated safe enough, or sometimes desperate enough, gun was also used. Shortly after their gun pass, the replacement FA-18D of the same squadron arrived. The crew were briefed and they continued the attack at El Sahra Air Base, while Major Rowell and Captain Glover returned to LGB Air Base in Kuwait. This reenactment illustrates a typical situation from the late stage of the Second Gulf War. Even though Iraqi ground forces still resisted, the anti-aircraft defenses have taken a very low profile, fearing the efficiency of American seed aircraft. The Iraqi Air Force never even tried to resist. The biggest challenge for the American air crews was locating and positively identifying Iraqi ground targets, a task in which many forward air control or airborne crews excelled. If you like the video, be sure to press the like button, that is extremely helpful. If you're able to, you can support the channel on Patreon, which would be even more helpful. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and keep watching Showtime 112.